Okay, guys, we're back, and we are just finishing up the first part of this dish.
Yeah, so eggplant caponata is essentially like we were saying, an eggplant sweet and sour dish, or sweet and sour eggplant dish. So we're just adding eggplant that have been previously frying. So this eggplant essentially you're gonna need to be cubed up, typically, like caponata, fried until kind of golden brown.
Oh, looks gorgeous, man.
And it's all coming together now.
And look at that lamb sausage, man. It's looking great. Yeah, man, if you guys are doing your sausage at home, just remember, if you don't have a grill like this, just make sure you're getting it in a really, 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 really hot pan.
Yeah.
That caramelization right there, that's all the flavor, baby. Oh, so good.
And we're kind of done with this caponata. So the next thing will be to put together our dish. Of course, the sausage is going to take a few minutes. If you have an oven at home and you want to start making the sausage on the grill and finish it in the oven, even better, it's going to cook a little bit. Or you can cook all the way on the grill if you like to. So we're going to finish it up in our oven. And we're going to take care of the tomato feta next. Oh, it is a real sign of the timer. So, we grab a little bowl.
So then we're going to be putting in, this is just mostly like as kind of a garnish or a salad to kind of add some brightness to it, right?
Yeah.
So we've got some of these beautiful tomatoes from Vitruvian Farms, gorgeous dill, wonderful feta. I love good feta.
Feta is from Eden Springs farm as well. So another Wisconsin farmer does a great job with the product. And for the sausage, I was saying before we got disconnected temporarily, we have to tank two different 7 Seeds organic for the pork fat that we use in the sausage, and then for the lamb part, Ridge. And I think difference. I mean, the flavor of the meat, you can tell when people are taking care of farmers are taking care of their meat and their animals.
100%.
It's a very simple sausage. It has a variety of different herbs in it, just a little bit of white wine and garlic and salt. But all the flavor of the lamb and the pork comes out, and it comes out because those animals were taken care of.
Incredible, man. Like, you know, I always tell people, if you're looking for a way to like start supporting local and you go to the farmer's market and you get a little blown away by like $30 for a steak, start with the ground pork, the ground lamb, the ground beef, and just like sub out those little things, and making a little impact by buying and supporting local can go a long way if everybody did it, you know?
And of course, so this is a little salad that's going to go to kind of complement our dish, all flavors that go together with both the eggplants and the caponata and the lamb flavor from the sausage. So a little bit of fresh dill, some of the Vitruvian Farm cherry tomatoes. We also got some tomatoes this week from Matt Baker Farm. They also supplied us with eggplant that you just saw us cooking. And this is very simple. All you need for a roast salad is this. The feta was already a little bit of salt, obviously, because it's kind of preserved in a brine. Or you're gonna for sure those salt and those tomatoes, make sure those are seasoned as well. Take a bowl, add a little extra virgin olive oil, add our feta to it, give a little quick chop to the dill without bruising it too much. You don't need, when you have soft herbs, to chop them too much because they just get more and more bruised as you chop them.
Well, remember, guys, if you're chopping herbs, the better, man. That's what'll keep it from. I was always taught, if your cutting board is, your knife ain't sharp enough. Because always all you're doing is you're just bruising it down there. So just remember, try to keep your knife as sharp as possible.
That is correct. And then we're just gonna put this all together. If you really want an optional, you could also add a splash of vinegar for even more acidity to this dish. But honestly, between the brininess of the feta, a little bit of acidity coming from the tomato, and the sweet and sour sauce from the eggplant, probably you don't need the extra vinegar. And we're more or less ready to assemble this dish now.
Yeah.
So a nice little plate for presentation. We're gonna take the sausage out of the oven. It should be pretty much ready.
Oh, looks gorgeous.
Maybe we're gonna give it a few more seconds just to make sure. And in the meantime, what we're gonna do, we're gonna play this caponata.
Hey Adam, how's it going, man? Just saw you joined on. And Andrew, Gabe, Brandon text Bays on. Hey Gabe. Ton of people on right now.
Good. It's good to know that they're following us. It's all about social media in this world lately. So good to have some followers.
Yeah, guys, it smells so good. Beautiful. There's the sausage over there, just getting one last little finish. You know, one of the things I've always loved about Italian cooking, like my favorite thing, is always that it's never about the like 12-hour simmer and the like finely pureed and everything that you get. Like most chefs I know are all French trained, you know, and for a French dish, it's, you know, take a stock that simmered for 30 hours and like, you know, then reduce that down another 30 hours and then take a sauce and let it sit and, you know, all that. And like one of the things I always love about Italian cooking is you get that like, oh my God, amazing like freshness from the vegetables that you lose when you puree the crap out of it and cook the hell out of it.
Yeah, no, I agree. And of course, every cuisine, every has a style and a different way of doing things. Mostly for me, it's like if I work 14, 15 hours a day, I also need to go to sleep at some point. So I don't need to be here at night looking at my stuff properly. No, I'm just joking a little bit. I also was trained, and my mentor was a French trained chef, which also did work with. So we have things in common, like they were saying at the beginning, working here at Cocorico. Almost now.
Yeah, that's where we met, was both helping out Jeff for open up Cocalico back in the day, man. And Brian, man.
Yeah, that was a former powerhouse. The restaurant really was a lot of talented people. Yeah,
Watson,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Farmer supplies you with stuff every once in a while. There we go. So a little bias cut of the sausage. We're gonna put it here. So put it this way. It's kind of a rustic sausage, obviously. This is a pretty coarse grind. That's, you know, kind of goes with the whole dish. It's a rustic dish. That's how the most Italian food is. And now we can put a little bit of the right on top.
Oh.
Just to complement, just to finish up. Nothing too
So
crazy
beautiful.
and nothing too fancy. This is just our dish for the basket for Sunday.
You know, at home or trying to do dishes, just remember that like taking that extra couple seconds, dish look beautiful. It's gonna make it taste even better. So just take those extra seconds, make it look that good. Damn, man, that looks freaking delicious. And then we also have, so normally we just do one dish, but we have a secondary dish too that you put together. Can you tell me a little bit about it? That'll be in the thing.
If figured we don't necessarily want to stuff you to death, but if you're still not full after the sausage, the little salad, and caponata, we made this beautiful lettuce tart style, sort of crostata, like we do crostata in Italy, using peach jam. Peaches that came from our friend Mike Mushroom, the mushroom guy, Mike Josvic. So we made a little jam with those and we just made a little chocolate dough and assembled this tart. So maybe you need something sweet after the sausage and hopefully you'll be happy after this meal.
Dude, thank you so much for helping us out with Nom Nom Nom. Thanks for helping us support farmers. So last time, guys, we were able to do $60,000 into local farms. And help out some local chefs and local restaurants. No matter who tells you anything different, we're all in a tough place, farmers and restaurants alike. Any support you guys can do for us to support local. You know, Francesco and I were just talking earlier about driving down the road over in Fitchburg and seeing a line of 75 cars out at Popeyes and then driving by all these wonderful, amazing, locally owned restaurants who really support local farms and support communities and donate to every nonprofit under the sun, and then you'll drive by them and their parking lots are empty. So it's not a guilt trip at all. Like, we love you all no matter what. But just when you're thinking about where you spend your dollar, just know that when you spend it at restaurants like mine or literally any of the chefs that are in the Nom 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 Kit, we're all the ones taking that money you're spending with us, and we're just passing it on down to our farmers and our staff, and it all stays local. So thank you again so much. I give you a big hug, but COVID and crap. But guys, make sure our Nom Nom, we have about 30 of them left. And when they're gone, they're gone. And thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all.
Thank you.